Hello, my name is PewDiePieFan87. Today I'm going to be talking about a fun nap theory I've been working on. I'm sick right now so I can't talk, so you will just have to deal with this mapbot voice for now.
Take this map. Take a map.
Today I'd like to talk about security breach. Security breach angered a lot of people lore-wise. Game-wise too, but that's not what we're talking about. On the surface, the lore that Help Wanted and Security Breach has created seems kind of lazy. But I think there's a lot more to it than just what's on the surface. Watching MatPat's lore videos on Security Breach just felt unsatisfying. I do agree that Gregory is probably crying child, but that is an entirely separate theory that I hope to make a video on later. Anyway, the basic understanding of Help Wanted and Security Breach is that William Afton's consciousness was uploaded to Help Wanted by the developers from using old circuit boards, and that with this, Afton was somehow able to turn Vanessa, a worker for Fazbear Entertainment, into his reluctant follower. She then becomes some sort of puppet for Afton, and in Security Breach, she brings him back, as is clear by, Afton being present in the game. But the most commonly believed theory of Vanessa's identity is that she is Elizabeth Afton in some way, based on her therapy tapes talking about her father Bill, short for William, the fact that her last name starts with A, and, of course, visual similarities. Using the 3 arcade games to play Princess Quest, you can free Vanessa from Afton and achieve the only 3-star ending in the game. However, by looking closer into the files of the game, you will see that the princess in Princess Quest is actually named Cassidy. Credit to Tetrabit Gaming for this information. Now this basically turns everything we know about Security Breach and Help Wanted upside down. Cassidy, Spirit of Golden Freddy, should be in hell, aka Ultimate Custom Night, torturing Afton for eternity. But her being in Princess Quest adds her to 2 extra games, and entirely changes what we know about these 2 games. Before I get into my personal theory, I would like to talk about a separate and admittedly more likely theory from Masked Nintendo Bandit. After learning about the princess being named Cassidy, he goes on to theorize that Cassidy had circuit boards scanned into either Help Wanted or into the Princess Quest arcade games in Security Breach. Separately, his understanding of Vanny is that we play as her in Help Wanted, and the scene from the trapped ending is Afton locking away the sane part of her mind. Anyway, he explains that due to Cassidy refusing to let Afton's soul truly rest, when the developers used Scraptrap's salvaged circuit boards to help program Help Wanted, Afton's soul was still in them. This makes Afton living on in Help Wanted entirely Cassidy's fault. Knowing that this is her fault, Cassidy goes on her quest, her princess quest, to save Vanessa from Afton. He makes a good point as to why the princess is not Vanessa. The door we get the Vanny mask from has the lock on the left side, while the door we are behind in the trapped ending of Help Wanted is on the right side, meaning this is a different angle and Vanny is on the other side of the door. Therefore, we aren't Vanessa in Princess Quest, we are Cassidy. With this theory, we are saving Vanessa as Cassidy, therefore basically being Golden Freddy defeating Afton. I think this is a great theory, but I came up with an alternate idea that is a lot more out there, but explains multiple things in the franchise we've just never really gotten an answer to. Now before I get to that big reveal, I'll present some evidence of Golden Freddy even being in the games other than just her name in the game files. So, Golden Freddy doesn't show up in Help Wanted, which is confusing with her somehow being the princess. But we know her consciousness is with Afton's based on UCN, so it makes sense she would be there. Most likely from the circuit boards they scanned Afton from. But the biggest confirmation is an Easter egg in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, where in the game one room, if 3 clown posters spawn and you hit them all with a dart, the banner will change to say "It's me," confirming that Golden Freddy is in Help Wanted. With that out of the way, here's my theory. I think that Cassidy is the 4th Afton child. I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. In Sister Location, at the end of our shifts, we watch a show about Vlad, a vampire, and Clara, a human, who are having a disagreement about their child. Vlad thinks that the child is not his, while it clearly is. Now the vampire being undead and purple connects him to Afton. Plus, Clara's hair is similar to Mrs. Afton's staff bot in the recreation of the Afton family Security Breach, but, whatever. Crying child, Michael and Elizabeth have never been shown to have this dynamic with their parents. I think this could make sense, because with Cassidy being one of the most important characters in the entire franchise, we never find out why she is the one he should not have killed. From what we know, she's just another kid. But if she was a little girl who just wanted her dad to love her like he loves his other kids and instead got murdered by him, that would be a pretty good reason to be so vengeful. Okay, so, I actually already recorded and started editing this video when I realized another huge piece of evidence. We've always speculated that Ballora is probably Mrs. Afton, based on her song and other stuff. I also think the staff bot table confirms this in Security Breach because the character representing Mrs. Afton has the Ballora color scheme. Now looking into Ballora in sister location, we see that she has 4 mini-Renas. Not 3, like the number of kids we know her to have, but 4. If this is meant to represent her children, then this with the Vlad and Clara show, would mean FNAF has been hinting at this since 2016. In addition to this, in the therapy tapes, Vanessa talks about her parents getting a divorce and having a custody battle. This directly connects to the Afton family because her father's name is specifically called out when that doesn't happen for anyone else in the tapes. Her dad's name was Bill, which is short for William. Why include this if it isn't meant to reference Afton? This also connects to the Afton family because in the abandoned dialogue left in the game files, the staff bot representing Mrs. Afton even claims she's leaving him, but it turns out, this never happened to Vanessa. Meaning it probably happened to whatever has control over her, like, for example, Cassidy. Now, there's nothing in the games that can give a good explanation as to why a girl who was killed by her own father and devoted her afterlife to torturing him would suddenly be helping him. But, we can theorize. I think Afton, to get out of his eternal hell, decided to appeal to Cassidy. Finally believing, or maybe pretending to believe, that she really is his child. All she's ever wanted is to be loved by her father, and now she has this opportunity. She takes over the body of a worker from Fazbear Entertainment through the VR game, and helps bring her father back to make him proud. Is this super far-fetched? Yes. Are there flaws in this theory? Yes. But is it still possible? Yes, it is. So I figured I'd share. Thank you to anyone who happened to watch this, and hopefully soon I'll have another theory video out, and maybe some gaming content too. In my real voice, hopefully.
There's a big dick in my walls, hard on, through his pants I see his balls, hard on, keep my dick and balls inside, wish I had a wet wipe, there's a case out to us all, hard on, every inch in my rear end, he grinds, feeling my adrenaline, he grinds, licks the cream cheese off my feet, constantly beats my meat, cock is hard just like cement, he grinds, uh-oh.